It is a special privilege today to bring forward Ahmed Versi to receive the award of Honorary Doctorate of Arts of the University of Bedfordshire in recognition of his achievements as editor of the Muslim News. Ahmed set up the newspaper 18 years ago, and it is now the largest circulating newspaper for British Muslims in the UK, reaching more than 140,000 people every month. Alongside this, its website receives 1.6 million hits a month. His interest in politics and community affairs goes back to his childhood years in Tanzania, where he grew up. As he got older, he believed that the media had the power to highlight injustices and influence change in the world. His first encounter with the print media came while studying pharmacy at Portsmouth Polytechnic, where he set up a newsletter for the Islamic Society. After graduating, he wrote for a monthly news magazine, the Islamic Echo, and went on to edit Al Bayan, a community publication, and the Encounters section of Afkar Inquiry magazine. Ahmed realised that there was no dedicated medium for British Muslims to raise their concerns and highlight their contributions to society. So, with a few friends, he founded the Muslim News in 1989. Over the years, he's interviewed world leaders, from the former British Prime Minister Tony Blair to former presidents of Bosnia-Herzegovina and Chechnya. His stance on reporting serious issues behind the sound bites has secured him exclusive interviews with key political figures, including the late Hamas leader Dr. Abdul Aziz Ratanzi and Bishop Gabriel Rorik, Sudan's former foreign minister. In March 2000, Ahmed took a proactive lead in raising the profile of British Muslims by acknowledging their contributions to society. He helped launch the first Muslim News Awards for Excellence, which has now become an annual celebration of unsung Muslim achievement. In recent years, it is attended by eminent guests such as the Prince of Wales and the former Prime Minister Tony Blair. He also writes for national newspapers, including The Guardian, The Independent and The Times. He carries out newspaper reviews for the BBC News 24 service and Sky News, and is a regular contributor to CNN, US, CBS, Sky News and the GMTV Sunday morning discussion programme, as well as numerous radio programmes. He's a consultant on Muslim issues to various British media and Muslim researchers to try to help them understand issues within the community, and until recently was advisor to the Forum Against Islamophobia and Racism, and is advisor to the Media Committee of the Muslim Council of Britain. Last year, he was on the panel of judges for the Amnesty International Media Awards for national newspapers, and was one of the 4 judges for the Bar Council's 2004 Legal Reporting Awards. Away from the spotlight, Ahmed strives to encourage young Muslims to fulfil their potential. He has twice organised a team of British Muslim women to compete in the International Muslim Women's Games, and until recently was Deputy President of the International Islamic Women's Games, representing non-Muslim countries. As a result of his success at the helm of the Muslim News, Ahmed is now ranked among the top 20 most powerful Asians in the British media. It is in recognition of his achievements as editor of the Muslim News that the award of Honorary Doctorate of Arts goes to Ahmed Versi today. It is therefore with the greatest pleasure, Mr. President, that I now present to you Ahmed Versi to receive the Honorary Award of Honorary Doctorate of Arts.
Don't worry, it's just a short speech. President, Vice Chancellor, Dean of the Faculty of the Creative Arts, guests of honor, guests and graduates, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you all. I'm really very humbled and honored to receive this honorary doctorate from this prestigious university. Everything I have achieved is through God's grace, and everything I do is for His sake. My parents have been a guiding light all my life and have made me who I am today. My late father taught me always to fight for justice and truth, and never to forget those less fortunate than ourselves. And it is through media that I'm trying to fulfill this. We live in very difficult times, especially for Muslims, whose civil rights are being violated. For example, last month, a 7-year-old young British boy was stopped at Manchester and Philadelphia airports, suspected of being a terrorist. Of course, he was released after hours of interrogation. Last year, the government asked the universities to spy on Muslim students, but thanks to the vice-chancellors, especially Professor Les Abdon, they stood firm. The government has tried again this year to reintroduce this measure, and I implore all of you to resist this again. The Muslim News tries its best to highlight such injustices and much more. Muslims, in common with all minority communities, make huge contributions to the society, but unfortunately they are not acknowledged, especially in the mass media. Muslims, as you know, are portrayed as terrorists or extremists. Many of you are graduating today in the media studies, and it is important to bear this in mind when you work in the media, that you report objectively and truthfully about all communities, whatever their color, ethnicity, or religion. I also would like to thank my wife, Tahira, who is with us today, for bearing up with me. We are a community newspaper, and we don't have much financial resources. So when we started 10 years ago, the headquarters of Muslim News was our lounge at home. And if you had come there to our home, you'd find newspaper cuttings all over the lounge. And whenever we used to get the guests, we couldn't even give them anywhere to sit. And since we've got the office, and she still continues to support and help me, without her, I do not think I would be able to achieve what I have achieved. But I would like to thank the University of Bedfordshire for honoring me. And I congratulate you, the real graduates today, and wish you all the best for your future. Thank you.